Breathe Easy has come around, y'all. Y'all been telling me for years. Well, let me not say he's a culture. He might be a culture. This is horrible. What DJ Vlad is being accused of right now, excuse me, by rapper Joyner Lucas is horrible. Your boy had to do a special live. You understand? We're going to break down everything that needs to be broken down because it's breaking news. And I think this is pretty relevant just off of the simple fact that, I've gone back and forth with a few of y'all. A few of y'all tried to tell me a while ago, yo, listen, man, he's bad for the culture. He's doing some behind the scenes stuff, some snake stuff. And I've always given y'all pushback for the most part. All right. I've always given y'all pushback. But when you're right, you're right. You know what I mean? If you got a grown ass man coming on your platform talking about the stuff that he's done in the streets, the stuff that the criminal things that he's partaked in. If he want to come on your platform as a grown ass man and talk about that, listen, man, to each his own. You understand? But there's a difference between that and between you as a media, a staple within the culture. You know what I mean? A guest within the culture. You know what I mean? Well, some people within the culture is going to consider him a guest. For you to come out and try to destroy the people that's creating the culture that you are part of right now. You understand? So, so right now, DJ Vlad and Joyner Lucas are going at it. All right. Joyner just posted some stuff and we got to chop it up and we got to talk about it. All right. Um, this is what Joyner says right here. When you get sued because you ain't want to do an interview, SMH, lame nigga, been stalking me for years to go on his weak ass channel. And when he finally realized I won't sit down with his bitch ass because I hate everything about him, he decides he's gonna try and extort me instead, shaking my head. All right. Vlad gotta be the bitchest of all bitch niggas alive. You wanted clout so bad? Here's your clout. All right. So Joiner's over here letting everybody know because the news is out. Vlad filed his lawsuit. This is Joyner Lucas' response to DJ Vlad's lawsuit. You understand? So Vlad filed this lawsuit. He wants I believe it's $150,000 for a post. And Joyner actually reposted it again. All right. This is the post. Hold on. Oh, I'm about to get my Hassan Campbell on. This is hilarious. Hold on. Let me hold on. Can y'all see the phone? Oh yeah. Oh nah, you can't see it because of the screen. Hold on. Let me just play the sound. You're gonna hear it.
I can't stand listening to niggas from London rap. Pop, chop, did the pop, pop, pop. When they come, when they cop, when they cop, cop. And they go, did the thought, in the pop, in the baby, did the that shit sounds ridiculous. I can't stand listening to niggas from London rap. I can't stand listening.
And listen, he's standing on 10 toes because Joyner reposted the same clip that DJ Vlad is suing him over. That's the clip. It's not like a copywritten thing. That's the whole clip. Hold on, how long is this clip?
I can't stand listening.
12 seconds long. $150,000 for a 12-second clip. God, hold on, let me show it to y'all. Can y'all? Nah, you can't see it. Look at this. Look at this.
To niggas from London rap. Pop, chop, did the pop, pop, pop. When they come, when they cop, when they cop, cop. And they go, did the thought, in the pop, in the baby, did the that shit sounds ridiculous.
He wasn't trying to violate Vlad. He wasn't trying to steal Vlad's content. He wasn't trying to do none of that. He was just reposting something that he enjoyed. And then he's standing on 10 toes because this is the second repost. And he says, this is the clip he's suing me for. The Vlad TV was already cut off, so I ain't even know it was from his channel. Oh, so the watermark wasn't there. SMH, shaking my head. And yeah, I just posted it again. Sue me twice, ho. Now, these are dangerous games. I wouldn't be playing those kind of games, Joyner. You understand? Let the lawsuit go out, you know what I mean? And but before you start posting, but before you start doing 100-mile dash with 100-mile victory lap, okay? But let me read you guys the text messages. This right here proves that that Vlad was dying to do an interview because a lot of y'all don't even know what's going on. You understand? Pretty much a synopsis of the situation is this. Vlad wanted an interview. Joyner didn't do it. So Vlad hit him with a lawsuit. Literally. That's the gist of it. But I'm gonna take you there. All right. This is the first thing, the first exposing text message that Joyner decided to release on Vlad. It says this is Vlad. Interested in interviewing you for Vlad TV. You killed it in Kamikaze, by the way. No response. All right. No response. That was September 1st, 2018. Okay. May 15th, 2020. That's like what, 2 years? 3 years? No response. He goes, come through for an interview. It will be legendary. All right. So, boom. Next thing, May 16th, 2020. Interested in interviewing Joyner for Vlad TV. All right. No response still. Okay. No response. He's just getting the dubski, dubarino. All right. Now we got Friday, December 13th. Okay. It doesn't have the year on this, but it goes following up about Joyner again. Would be good time with Will Smith single. All right. Because you guys know Joyner, Will Smith, they pushing out an album. DJ Vlad is like, yo, I can get you more promo. You guys are on fire. Come and do it. Come and do this interview with your boy. Following up again, no response. He finally gets a response. All right. And it goes, what's good, bro? He's dropping album top of the year. Let's revisit then. Pretty much the runaround. Take this, hold that, come back. All right. So it wasn't Joyner who responded to him, but it's pretty much his manager saying, yo, listen, he's dropping an album at the top of the year. You come back and we might do the interview then. Vlad says, copy. Then after that, like clockwork, he comes back January 19th, following up about the interview again. You said to hit you about this time. All right. No response. Good to finally meet both of you. Let's lock in the interview. So I guess they was in the same space at the same time. He shook some hands and thought he was cool. Hold on. Lowski Beasley says, I know this will probably get lost in the comments. No, it won't. I'm reading it right now. But sometimes when I'm home alone, I like to go out in my garden and cover myself with dirt and pretend I'm a potato. Me too. That's all I do, right? Now check this out, right? So he gets a oh wait, wow, this is funny. You too? That's the next thing. I said me too, and the next in the next response is this, right? Because Vlad goes, yo, it was finally good to meet you, because they was at the same space, same time. He goes, yo, it was finally good to meet you. The guy responds, the Joyner's manager responds, you too, it was good to meet you too. We'll be in touch. All right. Then he taps in Vlad desperately, you know what I mean? Pretty much foaming at the mouth for this interview. He goes, how can we lock in the interview? Question mark. I guarantee it will be the most watched interview ever. Okay. So Vlad is full of himself, but he's trying to sell it. Okay. To be honest with you, if I'm going to be totally real, everything that I've read so far, it's a lot of D-riding. But listen, man, he's trying to get this interview. I don't necessarily see anything wrong at this point in time so far. All right. Guy responds, I'm sure it will. Just the right timing. All right. He's like, yo, you just got to wait for the right time, giving him the runaround. Then he goes, when were you thinking? The guy goes, not sure. We'll let you know. Now, I'm the master of this. It's all I do in life. All right. If I don't want to talk to you, I'm too nice. I don't want to be like, nah, bro, I don't want to talk to you. It's like, yo, I'm going to tap in with you later. Never tap in. All right. Now, here's the thing. This is when things get out of hand. This is when things are taken way too far. All right. Monday, July 7th. Mind you, the last text before this one was back in June. No, back in January. Now we're in July 7th. All right. We just celebrated Independence Day. Vlad goes, call me ASAP. I want to settle a legal matter with Joyner before we take it to court. Take it to court? Still getting dubbed. No response. Right? He messaged him again. Call me ASAP, please. I want to settle a legal matter with Joyner before we take it to court. He's sending him the exact message again, right? Then the guy goes, give me 5 minutes, I'll call you. Vlad goes, okay. I guess the guy didn't actually call him. He goes, let me know by 10 a.m. tomorrow what you decide to do. If I don't hear back, I'll assume that you want to go the legal route. All right. And then he sends him a screenshot. I can't show it to you here, but it's this sound that I just played to you earlier. This is the video. Hold on. Let me play it again, just so you know exactly what the hell is going on, because this is ridiculous. This clip right here is worth $150,000 according to Vlad. Look, 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 look.
Pop, chop, did the pop, pop, pop. When it come, when it cop, when it cop, cop. And it go, did the throw, in the pop, and the baby, did the that shit sounds ridiculous. I can't stand. I can't stand.
So that's the clip DJ Vlad sent. Mind you, the clip was taken down. The clip was taken down by Instagram. All right, because once you file a copyright claim, there's an automatic system that'll take the video down. You don't got to take them to court. You don't got to do nothing. It removes the liability from the platform. If there's any question as to who owns the content, the platform will stop monetization or just outright block the content overall until it is determined who owns the content's copyright. All right. So then that's the clip that Vlad put in there. Like, yo, listen, we need to talk about this clip right here, right? So then he goes, now this is the response he gets from the manager. All right, I'll pass it forward and let you know. But basically, interview. And when are you trying to do this interview? Okay. Vlad goes, I'm willing to forego asking a legal copyright claim for the content being used in exchange for an interview. We can do it at our Van something studio any day of the week except for Tuesday. I would like to speak to him ahead of time so I know he's not going to go in it with a negative attitude. Okay. He's like the nerve of this man to hold this man hostage for an interview and then have the nerve to be like, make sure I talk to him ahead of time so I can make sure he has the right attitude. What? Hold on a second, bro. It gets even spookier. Hold on. I like to set up my Christmas decorations too soon before Christmas. Nah, no bully. My neighbor just did that. Me and Duop was just talking about that. We might actually set up our Christmas stuff early too, man. You know what I mean? First of all, it's gonna allow you to speed through the winter faster. And second of all, bro, you know, joy, happy Christmas cheer, presents, all of that good stuff, man. I'm with you. I'm with you, Kiara. Oh, Kiara, what up, Kiara? Am I saying it? Kari? Girl, I just remember seeing you on that last stream. Shout out to you. All right, now check this out, right? So now he says, yo, I'm willing to forego all legal expenses. This don't even need to go to court. Just come and do the interview and make sure you smile to me when you do it. He's strong arming Joyner Lucas for this interview. Now, don't forget, Joyner Lucas is from Massachusetts. Y'all be sleeping on them Massachusetts, on them Boston kids. Let me tell you something right now. They don't play around. You back them into a corner, they're gonna back you down. You understand? This is exactly what Joyner says. And this right here is epic. I gotta read this. Let me zoom in so I can make sure this is loud and clear. Cover your kids' ears because there's a lot of profanity in here. Joyner says, well, first he says Joyner himself actually sends this to the manager, the one that was contacting Vlad, and he tells him, screenshot this. Dear Vlad, suck my dick. Call your attorney and do whatever you have to do. I wasn't ever going to do an interview with you before in this lifetime, and you're definitely not getting an interview now. So settle your legal matters however you want to settle them, pussy. I always thought you was a biatch, and this just confirms the kind of biatch you are. No way in this lifetime or the next will I ever allow someone like you to try and extort me out of an interview. You got me all the way fucked up. Clown face emoji. Send that to him, please. Oh, man. Let me tell you something. Can you shout out my friend Gabe you sticks? It's my birthday today. For sure. You sticks. Shout out to Gabe you sticks. Now check this out. Vlad Vlad goes over here, right? That now Vlad receives the message. Vlad then responds with one word, cool. All right. The next clip is this. Your copyright and your copyright entitles DJ Vlad to his actual damages, cost, attorney fees, and statutory damages up to $150,000 USD. You understand? Now, the biggest problem I have with this as a content creator myself, you know what I mean? Believe me, I understand copyright stuff. I've never struck in anybody's channel. I've never went after somebody for using my content because, whatever, do what you got to do. But, you know, I do value there's a value in knowing I have that control. I can shut it down when I want to shut it down. Maybe somebody's an enemy of mine. Maybe somebody's misrepresenting my content. Maybe somebody's making money off of my, even that alone. Like, nah, bro, you ain't getting no bread off of my shit. Like, give me that bread. You know what I mean? That's my shit. But I would never in life try to sue someone, try to do, but this is a prime example of what bad business is. You don't want to leverage content like this that somebody just happened to repost as a way for that person to do an interview. It screams desperate. You understand? It screams, I'm falling off. I can only interview Takashi 69 so many times before I get back to 5,000 views of video. You understand? Now, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I want to get 10,000 views of video myself. You know what I mean? But I don't have 6 million subscribers. You understand? So it's like, and I believe that's how many subscribers DJ Vlad has. So it's like it's screaming desperate, Larry Hoover. It's screaming desperate. It's screaming bully. And honestly, like you guys be saying, it is screaming culture vulture. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, right? Like, what is a vulture? You know what I mean? Someone that's some shit that's eating, like that's not working for what it's got. You know what I mean? It's just seen something there, easy pickings. We going down there, we gonna pick it clean. You know what I mean? And so it's like when I look at Vlad and I'm looking at Joyner, Joyner's part of the culture. Joyner's contributing to the culture. Joyner ain't dead yet, but Vlad is trying to pick him like a vulture. You understand? He's just trying to get something that he's not really trying to work for. Working for it is building up a relationship. You know what I mean? If you can, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man. And if that man doesn't want to do the interview, then you keep it moving. But when you try and bleed somebody that's part of the culture to come and do an interview, then yeah, bro, that to me signifies some culture vulture activity at the bare minimum. And I'm like being white and this being white doesn't help his case. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? Because this is on some strong arm, strong tactics type of stuff. Like, listen, you do what I tell you to do because I'm running the show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm filing lawsuits, I'm kicking and screaming. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think DJ Vlad is gonna win this lawsuit. But the fact that, I don't even know why he would even do some shit like this, to be honest with you, because I don't think he's going to win it. And there's no way you could ever look good doing this. You know what I mean? When I first seen this story on my life, the headline, actually, this is the headline right here, as a matter of fact. The headline said, let me see, what did the headline say? Because when I read it, I remember thinking, oh, Joyner must have ran off with the front end. Right? Vlad paid him like $6,000 up front. And once the interview was supposed to be done, he was supposed to give him another 6,000, give him the back end. But Joyner ran off with the front end. That's what I originally thought when I read the headline. But once I found out that he was being sued for a repost, that's how you know shit is petty. Excuse me. Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up. Huh. Maybe. This phone is slow right here. But it was something to the effect of DJ Vlad sues Joyner Lucas over copyright claims or something like that. No. First it was like DJ Vlad sues Joyner Lucas. And then that's when I was like, oh, okay, he ran off with the thing. Then I saw copyright and I'm just like, wait, that doesn't even sound right. Like how or whatever. When you see the clip, it's then I wonder how Aries feels about this too, because I honestly think like I wonder because if any because now I guess it is Vlad's clip because it's on his platform, and Vlad's cameras are the ones that are shooting, but it's just like you kind of got Aries in the middle of this too. If I'm gonna keep it funky with you, he's helping black people. He's not a culture vulture. Okay, you know what? Here, talk to me, Red. He's helping black people. Now I wouldn't say that. I absolutely would not say DJ Vlad is helping black people. And I mean he might be helping certain black people, individual black people tell a story, but there's many people that can argue that DJ Vlad is as a whole hurting black people. You know what I mean? Like here's the thing. My issue with Vlad right now, because I never really considered him a culture vulture up until recent. You know what I mean? This right here kind of is the needle that kind of broke the camel's back. I don't consider him a vulture when a grown ass man wants to pull up on his platform and rat on himself. You understand? I have more faith in black people than that. That's not a culture. I have more faith in the culture than that. You understand? But this right here is some vulturistic shit. You understand? This right here, what he's doing with Joyner is some vulturistic shit. But I wouldn't say he's helping black people. That seems like a stretch. That seems like a stretch. I'm not gonna lie to you, because a lot of people would say he's helping a lot of black people destroy themselves. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't. I personally just feel like this particular instance, and this one is, bro. This is like got to be the worst thing I've ever heard. This from DJ Vlad. Like this is up there for me. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to take food out this man's pocket. You're trying to bully him, and it's just so damn egregious. And honestly, if you look at his channel, actually, you know what? I was just on Vlad's channel. Like literally, it's Takashi 69 that's keeping his channel alive. Oh, I don't have YouTube on this phone. Hold on. I was on his channel just like looking there was a video that Takashi was on there, and sometimes it's entertaining. I'm not a fan of the kid, but sometimes that shit is entertaining. But when you look at what exactly is driving his channel, DJ Vlad is coming out the fold. He's getting out the algorithms. You understand? He's not necessarily moving and grooving as he used to. And so he's trying to get bigger names, bigger numbers, bigger celebrities, and it's screaming desperate to me. Hold on, let me see. If you go to DJ Vlad's page right now, DJ Vlad, let's see. So we got a channel that has 6.2 million subscribers, right? I remember going on his videos. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I don't like the way this phone layout is. Let's see. Michael Cooper, 8.3 thousand views. 14K. But then when you go to Takashi 69, 146,000 views. The video right before that, Tommy the Clown, 9,000 views. Wes Watson, 40K. Mike Benz, 6.5K. Um, but Takashi 69, 200K. 7.7K. I don't know who this guy is. 5.5K, 4.2K. So you see what's happening here. A channel with 6.2 million subscribers, and you coming out with numbers like that. Vlad sees the money dwindling. He has a whole setup. He has staff. He has people to pay, and so it screams desperate. But this isn't how you do it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to reinvent yourself. How come we go? Why do you think I'm? You always got to try something new because the people's moving. You got to move with the people. You know what I mean? Maybe people don't want to see the people that you're interviewing. Maybe they don't like the style. That's why he's having. That's what. Don't you notice he's getting interviewed now? He's trying to find anything and do everything to fall back in the algorithms and be more relevant. You know what I mean? He definitely had something with 6ix9ine, but he literally said he paid the most money he ever had to pay for an interview to get Takashi 6ix9ine. How much longer you think that's gonna last? You understand? So if Vlad is smart, he'll pack it up and figure something out to do, or be happy where he's at and downsize and move and groove. You understand? He says Chaucer says, wait, Charlotte Card says he should help them by showing them how to fill out job applications. Nah, stop it. We like that you got to be able to fill out your own job application. You know what I mean? Yo, big black man, I know where you live, bro. I see you for real? No. No. Oh man, so when it comes to Vlad, usually I'm on here arguing with y'all, talking about what's the topic? Oh, it's over. The topic is this. DJ Vlad is getting sued. No. DJ Vlad is suing Joyner Lucas for $150,000 because Joyner is not doing an interview with him. I'm not familiar. I'm not sure if you're familiar with DJ Vlad, Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas is a rapper. DJ Vlad is an interviewer, and he's pretty much been begging and groveling for this guy to do an interview with him for years. Didn't work, and now he's trying to. He literally said to the man, "Do an interview, or I'll sue you." But make sure you're cool when you do the interview. Make sure you don't have any bad attitudes. So that's what we're talking about right now, and it's kind of it's scumbagish, man. It's not kind of, it is. It's a whole scumbag fiasco, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate a like, a follow, whatever the kids are doing on YouTube, man. Straight up and down. I think this is some clown behavior, and I felt like I had to come up on here and speak about it, because whenever something else is going on, I'm the first one to speak about it when it comes to Vlad, and I take all the arrows, you know what I mean, with my head up high, because people be coming at the kid, but at the end of the day, it's like right is right, wrong is wrong. If I, like I'm looking at this Julio Fulio interview. I mean, to be honest, and you know what's sad about Vlad? That's insane. What's crazy? Like Vlad, like I'm looking at Julio Fulio. He's talking about Julio Fulio, Young and Ace, like all the dead people that has told their life story on DJ Vlad's channel. I definitely think he has contributed to the culture in terms of archiving people that within the culture that people are interested in hearing their life story. It's just the way he goes about certain things like this right here will change how people look at you forever. The culture is very unforgiving. People are very unforgiving, and the internet lives forever. And when nobody's perfect, but golly, doing stuff like this is gonna set you back like 10 miles when it doesn't need to happen like this. You know what I mean? There's good ways to do business, there's bad ways to do business, and I'm sure Joyner Lucas is connected with a lot of people, and I'm sure Joyner can stop Vlad from getting interviews. Because right now, like what's messed, like Vlad should be getting like big time interviews. You know what I mean? Like usually people go to Vlad before they pop, and when they pop, they never look back. They never go back to that platform. You understand? Vlad needs prevalent people. He needs people that the same people that the Breakfast Club will get. He needs those people. Mind you, he's tapped in with Charlemagne. He's tapped in with everybody in the industry, but he won't get those people because somebody first needs to break. The reason why he's dying to get Joyner Lucas, especially when Joyner Lucas is hot, is because when other hot rappers see a hot rapper that's on at the present moment in time, it will make them feel comfortable going on that platform. But how is it, you got to think about it like this. How is it somebody who's at a level 10, let's say, let's say fucking, I don't know, Jay-Z. Oh, God, that's how you know I'm old as hell. Who's popping right now? Anyways, just for argument's sake, let's say Jay-Z. DJ Vlad wants Jay-Z to do an interview. Jay-Z is not going to do an interview when some no-name BS rapper that nobody knows about was just on that same chair that you expect Jay-Z to sit on. The reason why he's not going to do it is not because like, oh, he thinks he's better than that rapper. It's just that he doesn't want the people to classify him as the same as that rapper, because then he loses his own relevancy. You know what I mean? Like, you put somebody in a room with a bunch of degenerates or a bunch of people that are at a different level, then people are going to consider you to be that same level. You understand? And Jay-Z and these other rappers, whoever's on top, they don't make the rules, but they know how to play the game. And Vlad does too. And Vlad knows that he needs a big popping on celebrity that's on currently in time. You know what I mean? Not Cardi B before she had her teeth fixed. We're talking about Cardi B now, or like, you know, who the Migos. You know what I mean? He gave the Migos their first interview. Not, but he'll never get another one. You understand? It's because when all of these rappers are asked to come back on the platform, they got to do their research, because now they have an image that they work so hard to build up. And even though they might want to do the interview, but they can't go back to the platform because they're afraid what we're gonna think about that person when they see like freaking the Migos sitting on the same couch as fucking D Thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, shout out to D Thing, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, people are gonna classify y'all as the same. Straight up and down. That's why certain rappers don't collab with other rappers, no matter how talented they are. You know what I mean? It's not about what you can do, it's about the perception of what people see you as. Especially when you're entertainment, when you're in the entertainment industry, you got to move a certain way, and you got to move with the right people. Most importantly, you understand. So that's what Vlad's problem is right now. And unfortunately, what he just did with Joyner and this whole entire debacle is going to set him back even further from getting that breakthrough interview. He's been in the game interviewing these people for such a long time. These people blow up and they never go back. You know what I mean? And he ain't gonna get it. He's gonna have to interview Tekashi 69 a million times, but so he can keep his channel alive. You feel me? There's levels, exactly. There's levels to this shit. That's crazy. Nah, let me tell you something. That's what Meek Mill says. You know what I mean? Like, there's levels, and you don't dictate what level you want. The people do. You understand? You could, let me tell you something. Your value isn't what you say it is what you can negotiate. You understand? So it's just like, if if everybody is putting you at a level 10, no, if everybody's putting you at a level 3 and you think you a level 10, you're not gonna get level 10 accreditations. Nobody's gonna look at you a level 10, no matter how much you think you are. And the same thing goes vice versa. You know what I mean? If the rappers and the hip hop superstars is looking at DJ Vlad as a level 3, no matter how poppin' he thinks he is in his head, he'll never be at that level until they say he's at that level. And the only way for them to say DJ Vlad is at that level on the type of time that, you know, these people are like, these major podcasts who are getting, you know, the levels of Shannon Sharp and the Breakfast Club and what's that? Don't call me daddy, or whatever the. But before you get to that level, you gotta interview the people that the same people that those people are interviewing. You gotta interview those people to be on that level. It's pretty much what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And Vlad's been trying to break through for a while, and this doesn't help, man. This doesn't help. And this is coming from somebody who, yo, bro, I remember coming on live yelling at you, yo, if Marco can see me now. Straight up in there, I remember being like, no, he's not a vulture. You know what I mean? But now it's like, nah, bro, that's some slime ball stuff right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That's what shaking. Oh shit, 33 minutes. Yeah, man. So um that's what it is, man. That's the breakthrough. That's the story right now. Let me make sure, because Joyner going crazy right now. Before I get up out of here, I just want to make sure. Oh, wait, why isn't this? This is my other phone. This is my work phone, but I never use it for entertainment stuff like that. So it's not, hold on. DJ Vlad. Oh, okay. 23 files a lawsuit. Yeah, no, we covered all of this. So, yeah, man, that's what's shaking and baking. What y'all think? I already know y'all all think he's a culture vulture. I already know y'all don't like Vlad. I'm already hip. You know what I mean? And it's also hard for me to say I don't like somebody when I'm watching and consuming their content. But I guess I'm not consuming his content because of Vlad. I'm consuming that content because of the people he's interviewing. Like, I like the Boosie interviews. I like the academic interviews. Be crazy. And unfortunately, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the last 2, 3 Tekashi 6ix9ine interviews, I've actually been tapped in, especially the last one when he. But I actually think I like it because Tekashi be sunning Vlad. Tekashi be checking him. I think that's why we used to like Lord Jamar too. Before Lord Jamar got on his knees for DJ Vlad, I think we like seeing DJ Vlad getting sunned a little bit. Shout out to Graphy. I guess that's all the culture. Wait, I guess that all the culture. LOL. None of that represents the culture I grew up in, but it's being peddled to use it as a high rate like it's oh god, like it's us and it's not. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me read this right, man. This is crazy. I guess that's all of the culture. LOL. None of that represents the culture I grew up in, but it's being peddled to use at a high rate like it's us and it's not. It's just has our faces and that's being used. You know what that argument sounds like? It sounds like is the culture is the culture being created by the media or is the media being created by the culture? And unfortunately, when the lines get blurred enough, you can't tell the difference. And basically what I'm trying to say to you, family, and thank you for tapping in, student athlete. Um, what I'm trying to say to you is it may not have started off like that. It may not have started off as degenerate as it is, the hoochie mamas, the that's how you can tell I'm old. Nigga said hoochie mamas, the gang bangers, you know what I mean? The lewdness, the vulgarness. It may not have started off like that. But unfortunately, my friend, and it took me a while to see this, it seems to have devolved into that. You understand? Um, I think there's subsets of the culture to where like you could say, okay, that part of hip hop culture or black culture is that section, and then we have this section, and most cultures have that because this is a very diverse. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different avenues. There's a lot of different ways of expressing yourself within this culture. So it's like I can't deny what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? It's not like these people are willing. They're willing to pump it out and push it. And it may have been manufactured in a fucking room somewhere with a bunch of with the man sitting there in a round table figuring out how to destroy us, but it worked and it's working. And unfortunately, it's devolved into what it is right now. You know what I mean? I got to keep it real. The truth hurts. You know what I mean? But that's what it is. Unfortunately. So I hate to say I hate to say it, but it is the culture. At least there's a part of it. You know what I mean? For sure. Takashi directing Vlad's editors, yeah, with the VOD footage was hilarious. That's why I can excuse me. I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but like Takashi 6ix9ine interviews on DJ Vlad's channel is actually pretty freaking hilarious. And I like how he literally tells Vlad, nah, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. The last interview I saw, he literally checked Vlad's nutsack, like, yo, pause and all of that. Checked him. I forgot. But actually, you know what? No, I didn't forget because I had that John on replay the whole time. It was so you know how Young Thug squashed his beef with YFN Lucci, right? But he's not squashing his beef with Gunna. Takashi 6ix9ine is like, why wouldn't he squash his beef with Gunna, but he squashes beef with somebody who shot at his mom's or whatever? Vlad was like, oh no, there's no reason for him to squash his beef with Gunna because there was no violence. And then Takashi hit him with the chopper and said, well, if there was no violence, that should mean that that should make it more likely for him to squash the beef with somebody who had no violence within y'all beef than for you to squash the beef with somebody who was tooting at your own moms. Yo, bro, he literally left Vlad speechless, stumped on a log, bro. I was like, oh yeah, nah, I'm watching these 6ix9ine interviews. Vlad is gonna have to pay more for them 6ix9ine interviews, as a matter of fact, if he's dropping facts like that. But You know what I mean? Like, I mean, overall, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Vlad has contributed to the culture. There's a lot of videos. And I'm not saying positive. That's up to you to decide. Yeah, that's up to you to decide whether or not DJ Vlad has contributed positively to the culture or not. But he's contributed. You know what I mean? He's definitely brought something to the culture. You understand? But anyways, 40 minutes is long enough for me, man. Y'all know I got stuff to do. It's almost my bedtime, bruh. It's 8:11 where I'm at, man. What y'all on before I get out of here? Big shout out to everybody. Thank you all for pulling up. Red. Oh yeah, somebody had the birthday shout out. I don't know if you was trolling me. Can you shout out my friend Gabe Yult Socks? Yeah, nah, that gotta be a troll. That gotta be a troll. I'm gonna type that in Chat GPT later and I'm gonna find out. Somebody got me with the illest troll. They said something about, they said, yo, I love it when my knees grow or something like that. Basically, he had me saying Negro the whole time. I'm like, oh, these young bucks getting me every time, bro. That's why they calling me Unk, because I can't read it. I just fall in for the trap. That's what you get. That's what you'll get, clown. Um, so in love with seeing ourselves. Oh, wait, my bad. Student athlete says we are so in love with seeing ourselves on that screen that we let it slide. It's literally blackface from black people themselves. If money is the only or most important metric for success, that's how you get clowned. Ooh, yeah, because they used to do blackface to depict the stereotypes that they thought black people fell into. But now black people with black faces are depicting the same stereotypes that they feel as if we fall into. Actually, I was just talking about that. Oh shit, you should check out the two, what actually it was titled like something about black people. It was like 2 lives ago. I literally was talking about that. And yeah, nah, man. And we're the only ones that do that. We're the only ones that do that. There's no other culture that plays into their own stereotypes. But you know why though? Because I feel like, oh man, there's so many reasons why. I don't even it's later. Y'all gonna have me here for another hour if I start getting into that, because there's so many things. Because all like money, like you kind of said it. Money hits it on the head right there. You know what I mean? You dangle a certain amount. Everybody has a price, but for some reason, I feel like a lot of people within the culture, their price might be a little bit lower than others or something, or there's like an incentive. Oh, actually, no. You know what? I know what it was. No. I'm dumb. What am I talking about? I always say this. I'm over here acting like I don't know what happened. I say this all the time, actually. This is what happened. Hip hop, the culture, whatever you want to call it, started off as revolutionary music, fight against the system music. It caught on like fire. It spread throughout the world, throughout everybody. Everybody wanted to be down with the culture. The culture's premise, the foundation of the culture was built on fighting against the system, the man, the oppression. It was revolutionary music. Then at some point, they realized that this is too powerful for it to be left alone the way it is, organically, grassroots, talking about rampant drug use, over policing, systematic oppression. And it wasn't even just for black people. It was oppression all over the place, right? So then they paid a bunch of people money. Started off with NWA in the early 90s, late 80s. They paid a bunch of people money that was talking about drugs and guns. Golly, what is going on? Sorry. They were talking about drugs and guns. Now that was started to become catchy. People started to feel disrespected, and they started to feel like they needed to one up on the rapper that was talking about this. So then it went from revolutionary music, that fighting spirit, to let's fight each other. So the weapons at first were aimed at the people that it needed to be aimed at, and then those people took those weapons and made us aim it at ourselves. And that's exactly what happened. And that's how you have what the culture is today. But at some point, I feel like it started off that way, but then after that, a lot of people decided to willingly, like you said, student athlete, to just willingly do it just for the money. You know what I mean? I first started off as a strategy to dismantle the revolutionary spirit of the people, and then after that, it ended up being the people themselves just dismantling themselves to get the same money that and power and control that the executives, the people that don't necessarily look like us, was trying to push on the culture. And that's exactly how it broke down, family. That's exactly what happened. Straight up and down. You missed the majority of my count. I appreciate you, man. You missed the majority of my count. I appreciate you. That's what you get. What you mean? In the '60s when they started talking man out the in the '60s when they started taking the man out the out the house. Is that what you're saying? In the '60s when they started to take the men out the house, that has something to do with it too. I'm not gonna lie, actually, that has a lot to do with it. When they started breaking up families with drug laws, you know what I mean? A lot of people, a lot of families was broken up because of that, and it was specifically targeted to black people, which is the people that make up the culture today. That's what I was saying before. I was like, yo, a lot of y'all, it's easy to say pick yourself up by the bootstraps when everybody's starting off at zero, but you can't tell the person to pick themselves up by the bootstraps when they starting off at -5 and wonder why they still 5 paces behind you, straight up and down. You know what I mean? So like when the families in the '60s and the '70s are getting targeted and broken up, and fathers is going to jail for 20 years, and they have kids out that are being raised with no fathers, and it's a, you know what I mean? And like the cycle continues. I'm not, but I'm still a pick yourself up by the bootstraps type of nigga. But I can still, like, there's certain things where just like, okay, no, I get it. You know what I mean? They got fucked up boots. You know what I mean? Like he might need some soles in his shoes. Um, my man, you missed in the '60s. So what? So what you say? Free Diddy or nah? Yo, this thing. Yo, shout out to the trolls. Comments. Oh, I missed most of your comments. Oh, no, don't worry. I'll go back. I'm gonna check them out. House. We need to fix our homes before we can fix the community. Yes, yes. Why do y'all have these names, bro? 77, 3R77. You are right. You know what it starts off at? It starts off with parenting. We got to be better parents. That's how we change. Actually, that's my answer to it. The only way this changes is with another generation. It's over for us, and it's over for the Gen Zs. Right now, I'm hoping alpha, beta, alphas and the betas. We hoping y'all can take the culture through straight up and down. Don't worry, draft. I'm gonna go back up and read your comments or whatever. I just gotta make sure I get everybody. We got so much influence and power as black people. Why can't we just take this shit over? But that I mean, TL. That's what I mean. So the people that did take it, okay, first of all, we can't take it over because we don't own the networks of to distribute the music. You need a lot of money to take it over. But somebody years ago in the '70s, no, in the not '90s, '80s, somebody years ago in the '80s realized that the influence was too powerful to be just left to the people that was fighting against the power. You understand? At some point they realized, oh nah, we need to make record labels. We need to, God, please, I got heartburn like a mug. We need to make record labels. We need to make we need to put up not paywalls. We need to gatekeep. We need to make it so that only our people are shown to the masses. And this is before internet and all this other stuff. So it's like you had to take in whatever they was feeding you. You understand? So it's like I agree with you, TL. You're right, bro. Like we had, and now I mean, y'all get mad when I say this, but the power that we had, the influence that we had on the culture is dwindling. You know what I mean? That they replace it as soon as record labels started to get sued for deaths of drill rappers, they started to bachata slide to the other side. Now we got Afro beats and Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Bad Baby, whatever they call that kid. So it's a dub. It's a dub. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a dub. Start by voting who start. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go back to things. That's what you get. Man, you missed the majority of my thing. I guess all that culture. I read that. What do you mean, giraffe? Student athlete. I got you. Um, Facts. Start by voting for who really has your needs are being met. Okay. Okay. A lot of people, we was talking about this last live. A lot of people feel like voting is really a way to make people think they have powers over things that they really don't. But I'm not gonna sit on here and try and convince y'all not to vote. That's like I'm not gonna sit here and do that. If that's how you feel like things would change. Actually, you know they kind of just did that in New York. Actually, I can't really lie. They kind of just did that in New York. Hello, what up, Canadian Crusader? What's shaking, man? You end up like you end up like Diddy. Yeah, let me see what's good. You end up like Diddy if you try to take it over over what you think happened. You end up like Diddy if you try to take it over what you think happened. Oh, I see what you're saying. You end up like Diddy if you try. Yeah, actually, and yeah, actually, I know you trolling CJ 300, but there's some slight truth to what you're saying. There is some slight truth to what you're saying because sometimes you gotta play ball. Sometimes you gotta show them that yo, listen, man, like yo, I'm down with y'all. We could do yo, listen. I got my own record label. I'm violating my artists too. You know what I mean? Oh, you doing some kinky stuff at that party? I got my own party. I'm doing some kinky stuff at. You know what I mean? So it's just like sometimes you got to play ball for you to get to the top. That's why a lot of times people say you sell your soul in order for you to get to certain aspects of the entertainment industry. And yeah, I never took it as, oh, we doing blood oaths and blood sacrifices. I took it as the thing that, because your soul is your morality, your conscience, the things that tell you what's right and wrong. When you bend that to get physical and materialistic things, that's like selling your soul. You know what I mean? So it's just like, even though I know you trolling, but bruh, like you might be that, and for you to get to certain levels, yo, let me tell on my life. Yo, hold on. Who was I? On my life, I thought Diddy was damn near a gospel artist, bro. Like, I had no idea he was rubbing semen on his nipples, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I know we getting off topic here, but it's like, yo, he could have fooled me, but that's what they say you got to do when you get to the tippy top. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not trolling. Oh, okay, my bad, CJ. I thought you said something earlier that I thought you said something. So what you say, free Diddy or not? Oh, okay, you're being serious. My apology. I get trolls here all the time. They know I show them love, so I thought you was trolling. But you're right then. No, you're right. TL, we gotta stay with the word and the Lord. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people find that. You know what's so funny? I was just on TikTok. For some reason, I'm getting a whole. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be way off topic. I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff on my TikTok feed about religion and questioning certain things that you grew up with on and was taught on or whatever. But I'll never kick off somebody's support system. So yeah, man, to everybody who needs the word, man, find it and build your soul, build your life up to what you want it to be, using whatever methods work for you. That's a fact, and I support it. Student athletes, I think the black celebrity is the worst thing that happened to black people. The minute they started cosplaying and speaking on the things outside is what made them famous. Those people are not activists. They are capitalists. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I agree. I think the black celeb is one of the worst things to happen to black people the minute they start cosplaying as speaking on the things outside of what made them famous. Yeah, these people are not activists, they are capitalists. Well, there's more. Well, that's the thing, there's no money in activism. And at some point, these, and I agree with you. What you're saying is absolutely right. And the black celebrity, because a lot of black people was complaining. They're like, yo, where are the black leaders? How come every time somebody's looking for a black leader, they turn to an entertainment figure, they turn to a celebrity? Is because these are the people that they dangle in front of you for you to think that these are your leaders. You know what I mean? And so when these people are corrupt and they're taking money and they're doing stuff, and everybody's looking at them as the leader, what do you think people do? They follow the leader. You know what I mean? So you right on. Oh, that's my business. You right on point with that one, family. You right on point with that one. Hold on a second. I gotta oh no, I thought that was more important than what it was. Oh no, it is. Hi. Oh. Relation. Golly, I wish I could see this message before I think. Oh, I'm not gonna open this right now. Anyways, um, bro, he also the popo. Oh, what up, Trav? We're shaking Trav. Trav in the building, man. Yeah, listen, man. Whenever we talk about hip hop, you know Trav got something to say. You know what I mean? I know Trav got something cooking right now in the stew right now, man. Bro, he's also poo poo. Who you talking about? Did he? All the things in the dark come to the light, but this is everything we are. Oh, damn, my phone's dying. All the things in the dark come to the light, but this is everything we are seeing. Yeah, yeah. Now it's coming out. I'm stream surfing. Hey, man, catch a wave on my side, baby. Canadian Crusader says, I feel like its context I feel like its context depends though. People can speak out, but it's important to recognize their positions and contextualize what they say. Now that's a fact. Oh wow, I'm all the way up. What's up? Um, they do it only for the paper. That's an awful cynical approach. But they want solutions. All right. I think I gotta get back to that message. Yo, bro, what's good? It's Chris, Nessa's uncle. I see you, bro. Loving the content. Salute, family. Shout out to you, baby. What up, man? Okay, okay. Salute. All right. On that note, I'm a skirt up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up on the kid, man. Shout out to Canadian Crusader, Trav Murray. What up, what up, Chris? Shout out to people. Shout out to my dog, family in real life. Shout out to you, Missy, Chris again, Missy again, student athlete. Yo, student athlete, follow me. Yo, everybody subscribe real quick, bro. Subscribe, because I don't even be coming on live. I don't got no schedule, bro. You better turn them notifications on, bro. I'm too busy to schedule this stuff out. So, you know, oh, God, 56 minutes? All right, I'm out of here. You know the vibes. Like and subscribe.